Out this morning, Axios reports that the Trump White House is pulling out of the Paris climate deal. NBC News national correspondent Peter Alexander joins us to help put this into perspective. Peter?
Hey, Mika, good morning to you. So 195 countries are a part of this Paris climate change accord right now. Some of the outliers, those countries that do not join this agreement or haven't in the past, Nicaragua and Syria, and it appears that you'll be able to add the United States to that list now. Axios is first to report the president is expected to announce that he will be pulling the United States out of that climate change deal. We had heard from a senior advisor during his trip at the G7 overseas just last week that his position on climate change had been evolving. You'll remember in the past on Twitter he had said, in effect, that this concept was made up by the Chinese and for the Chinese to try to make them more competitive and make the U.S. manufacturing market less competitive on the world stage. Your friend, our colleague, Richard Haass, tweeting about this just a short time ago, he writes, taking the U.S. out of Paris Pact is unwarranted. We've set our own ceilings, little effect on economic growth, and unwise as it signals the U.S. no longer ready to lead. It's worth noting how this will be executed. Not entirely clear just yet. Axios is reporting that a small group is trying to figure out how to do this, whether it will happen immediately or perhaps over a 3-year period of time. That group being led by individuals like the head of the EPA, their administrator, Scott Pruitt there. Internally, this would appear to be a victory for the nationalist wing of the White House, individuals like Steve Bannon. It would appear to be a defeat, in effect, for individuals like Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, who in the past we've heard privately have pushed their father and father-in-law to stay a part of this deal. It's notable that within the last year, I think about a year ago, NBC News did do a survey where we asked Americans their opinions on the issue of climate change, and by a margin of about 2 to 1, or 67%, I think it was, of Americans said that they believed that there should be some immediate or new action taken, in effect, to try to combat climate change. Joe and Mika?
Wow. Peter Alexander, thank you very much.